How's it going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. This is Asa's Pixel Studio. So in today's tutorial, I'll be showing you how to edit the colors of any image so you can get the natural color or the natural exposure. So let's get started. Now I have this image right here of this model, and it can work for this procedure can work for any other image. So what you need to have the idea of what color is actually affecting the image, or what color you want to change. In this case, sometimes you might see yellow but it's actually red. Sometimes you might see red but it's actually yellow. So let's see what this color is. Let's bring up the hue and saturation. So I'm going to be using just two adjustment layer, the hue and saturation and the color, the solid color adjustment. So under the hue and saturation, you can use the and to guess the color. Now let's guess the color. Like I said, you will know if it's red or blue. So now it said it's yellow. So if I pick somewhere here, you see it's a red. Okay, so the first one was the correct one, yellow. And what we need to do is to decrease the saturation of the yellows, and there we go with our light. So we're taking it up, it be like it's like this, and taking it back like this. So how about changing the hue? The hue changes the way the color, the hue of the yellow, but why not there? We just want to get the natural look. So I'm going to desaturate the yellow like this, not everything, because if you take it back it's going to be like this. So let's retain small of the colors of the red. So now go to the red channel. Now if I take it back, it's going to affect just the skin tones and the rest part. So I'm going to make this 0 back, 0, and we can go ahead and go to the yellows and mess around with the lightness, and that should be okay. So I'm going to go ahead and click on the solid color, and it's okay. Turn it off. Like I said, we're going to be using the solid color and the hue and saturation. I'm going to pick the eyes, and this time around take it all the way up like this, and it's okay. Now it's going to be too bright. I'm going to change the blending mode to divide, and you can see this has brought out more exposure, so from here to here. All right, so let's work on it with the hue and saturation. I'm going to clip it to the layer, and now I want to retain the color of the skin, so I'm going to bring it backwards to retain the color. And you can mess around with the exposure by tweaking or adjusting the slider. So let's take the slider all the way up, and let's reduce and bring more. So this is affecting the bringing back the colors, while this too is affecting the color, the exposure I mean to say. No, this is affecting the color. All right, so now I'm going to group these two together, create a stem visible layer, and then we could compare, so before and then after. All right, so now we're going to go ahead, go to filter, camera raw filter. So under the camera raw filter, go to the basic tab. I'm going to use the eyedropper tool, and then just pick a color. So I notice this should be white. Yeah, so the color should be white, so I'm going to leave it like that. And then we're going to go to the highlight and the white. So let's bring down the white and the highlights. Taking it up, we create more exposure. So I'm going to bring it down so we have more. Let's see about, yeah, I'm going to take the white up. I'm going to take the white up, or we can do the opposite, bring down the white and take up the highlight. So like this. And then I'm going to go ahead and let's bring down the blacks and the shadows. I'm going to bring up the shadows like 3. Now add some texture and close it. So let's go to the curve and create some X curve. Take this forward and take the blacks backward to give it that depth. Okay, now go to the color mixer, and then I'm going to increase. And we need to go to the hue first of all and make the orange look more like the red. So this is just to give it a little blend. I'm going to make the yellow look like the yellow, or let's just take this forward so it looks yellowish. But I guess this one is fine. -6 towards the red. And for the lips, let's take this backward. Now go to the saturation and let's increase the saturation of the orange till we have more skin, colors. I'm going to increase this one, and there we go. So if it's too much, you take it backwards. I guess it's too much. Let's see about the red. I'm going to take it forward. I want more skin tones. Okay, so this is fine by me. I like it like that. And there are no other colors, so I'm going to leave it. Close the mixer, open up the calibration, and let's find the sweet spot for the red. Taking it backwards. I think this -12 should be fine. And let's take this forward or backwards. I want it to look natural. So let's leave it somewhere around 5 and mess around with the green. Alright, so if it's, let's turn it off and on. So we have before and then we have after. So not too much. I'm going to reset the blues and reset this and reset this. Okay, so I like it like this. I'm going to hit OK. Alright, so we have what we have before and now what we have after. So we can add some vibrance also, and take it the way up, just like that, and there we go. All right, so let's see, just add a little bit of warm. So create a stamp visible layer, and then we're through with our image. So we edited it from this to this. So see you in our next video, guys.